Is Battlefield 5 alpha time or beta? I can't remember what it is, but basically it's one map and two game modes, and that's that, and you get to play early. Now, of course, I have played every single Battlefield that's ever come out. I've also played every single Call of Duty that's ever come out. So I have a pretty good baseline for these types of games, right? And when I say that this is very similar to other Battlefields, you might say, Tucker, I don't believe you. No, it's Battlefield, you know? It's Battlefield. That said, it is pretty fun. And if you like Battlefield, you will definitely like this game. You will like it probably more than Battlefield 1. I enjoyed Battlefield 1. I enjoyed playing it. I liked the setting a lot. It was gritty. It was beautiful. I never really got too into it outside of the first couple weeks at launch, but it was fun, and I enjoyed the experience. So moving into this game, I was hoping, hey, let's get more of the same. Maybe, we already know it's going to look gorgeous. We already know that the Frostbite engine's going to make destroying buildings and all of the actual feelings of war feel that much more real, so that's great. We got all those in the bag. So how's the gunplay? Because I didn't really fuck with the gunplay in World War I. Why? Well, I mean, I don't want to be the historically accurate guy, but it kind of fucking sucks to have like a one AR that just shred. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy the way that weapons were set up in that game. However, this game, World War II, we got a little bit more knowledge, as Ty Lopez would say, and we have better weapons, sights, etc. The Kar 98, obviously like a mainstay in World War II games, but God, it feels so chunky and good. This game looks great, and I'm playing on pretty much high to medium graphics so I could get some quality FPSs, but I enjoyed it. I was playing with a squad, and this is the objective mode that is not Conquest that I'm forgetting already. Basically, this is the mode that I played the most in Battlefield 1, where you have one objective and then, you either beat it and you advance to the next stage, or you don't beat it and then you lose. And this one, it measures it by days, and this map, we're in Norway, I believe. It's a good-looking map, and it really plays to the strengths of this. And they also change it up. It's not just cap 2 points, cap 2 points, cap 2 points. It's plant these bombs. Next day, do a different set of challenges. I think there's going to be 4 in total, which means that there's going to be 4 different objective type games that you have to play. So I like the mix-up and the additions on already good features in the game a lot. I do. I think that the gunplay feels great. I think that there's some guns that are a little strong in the alpha or beta or whatever this is, and that's fine. Obviously, there's your hilarious, like, people slithering like snakes on the ground glitches, but whatever. My main problem with betas like this, or early access, gameplay like this, is that it doesn't, in my opinion, really help the game in any way, right? So, very few people, if any, are going to play this Battlefield, let alone any other Battlefield, and go, I didn't enjoy the last 5 of these. But this one, something's major, something's different. I'm going to get my feet wet. I'm going to jump in and play some more. Like, you're not going to convince anybody who's not already in the Battlefield camp to play. To look past all of the basic stuff, i.e. the camera issues, etc. You're just going to ask a little bit of people. But for those of us that would be playing regardless, me hopping in here, it kind of makes me... I don't know. It kind of makes me go, oh yeah, I feel like I got the majority of the game, even though I didn't. All right, you only have like 1 weapon or 2 weapons per class, and so, hey, that's lovely, and it's nice to get a little sampling without having the whole meal. But sometimes, you eat too much of the appetizer, and then you're not hungry for the main course. It's usually what happens here. And after a couple hours of playing on the same map in the same game mode, I kind of thought to myself, well, yeah, this is fun, and I'm definitely gonna play it a bit more, and then probably I won't very much. It's just the habits that I form. Now, where I am excited is this is a nice refresh on how this game plays and how the Frostbite engine feels and how, the future other game modes in Battlefield might feel. I got wet thinking of a Battle Royale game mode in this. It is everything you've ever wanted. Destructible environments that everybody's familiar with that are actually destructible, things that are, that have bullet penetration and aren't just bullet sponges. You've got the graphics to match with in my opinion, the gunplay. that is gonna make this fucking outstanding. I don't know how else to say it. And I pray that because they are delaying the release of that game mode until several weeks or months or an undisclosed amount of time after the game launches, I pray that they're gonna spend an absurd amount of time on it. You know, I think that EA looks at this and says, holy fuck, guys, we can make a lot of money doing this battle royale shit. I feel like we should hop on this. And to that I say, do it! All right? Look at the free game Fortnite, raking in money. You fucking take care of your game, and I'll spend money. That's a promise. I bought a PUBG skin the other day. I haven't played PUBG in, weeks. But hey, it looked like a good skin. So fuck, all right? You can get me by the cosmetic balls if you would like, if it just means that we get a better finished or better, at least released product of Battle Royale. I'm very excited for this because, like I said, the destructible environments is kind of like what Battlefield was building its legacy on, from Bad Company onwards, etc. It's just the thing that Battlefield had was Levolution TM, or just shooting a rocket launcher at a wall and that wall's gone, and you could level the whole city if you really wanted to. This one has building, which I forgot about until now, but why? It's like shitty half building. You can build up walls and pre-existing structures. You can't Fortnite this bitch and build a 1x1 in the middle of the map. You can't. It's all pre-disclosed locations. So it kind of reminds you of the defense modes that you'd play. Okay. Does it matter that much? No. Does it change the dynamic of the game? Yes. Do I care enough? No. I just don't. Sometimes they're very useful, other times they're not. A big change is the revive system. You can't skip. You can't pussy out. You can just not call for help, and you die a little bit faster. But, I kind of like it. A little brutal. It feels like Battlefield, so that's tight. They also really emphasize the scarcity of equipment in this game. So med kits, you have to physically heal. You don't gain health over time. You have to resupply at a med station. You can't spawn in and then just sit up in the corner of the map and snipe people for 6 years, because then you're far away from ammo. You have to run over enemies and pick up their ammo. You have to go to a resupply cache and get ammo. And when you do, that's only 5 rounds. Like, unless you're going on a rampage, bitch, you're dead. You're dead. You're not getting any ammo, and you're not going to have any time to go heal up. So that kind of makes me feel like my life is a little less valuable, and also a little more fleeting. Does that make sense? Kind of captures the severity of war a little bit better. When you're throwing yourself at a bunker and you make it past the enemy line, and then you realize you have no meds and 22 health, and you're like, if somebody spits on me, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. So overall, like I said, things are looking up for this game, as well as my opinion of it. Not that it was ever going to be, wow, this game's shit. The last Battlefield game that I really played a lot of was probably Battlefield 3. And so, again, I have a lot of hope for it. It feels really nice. The mechanics and everything are very similar. It does change enough to make it feel like a fresher experience from Battlefield 1. I was a little bit worried because, similar time zones and all, and why can't we get Vietnam and just all of that jazz. A lot of things that you can worry about, but they do a great job of using a limited color, color palette to make look how much everything pops. I really enjoy it. It looks great, and again, even playing on medium or low, you're gonna love it. But system requirements wise, this game is chunky. I'm interested to see what it looks like on console, because I haven't had any console Battlefield time in a long time. I stopped going to all these events where they're like, hey, come play the game early, but you have to spend 3 days in San Francisco kind of thing. Not about that life anymore. Your boy likes staying home. You also, a huge change that I can't believe I waited till the end of the damn video to watch my double ad revenue. No, but seriously, the spotting mechanic is different. So now, unless you're using a spotter scope, you're not spotting shit. You can mark an area, like a little waypoint there that fades over time, I believe. But you can't actually spot somebody and then, headshot them through the smoke, which I always... it's great when you do it. It sucks when it happens to you, because it just feels like, it's just I'd rather just know there's somebody in there and get a blind kill than be like, oh, the arrow's over his head, let's snipe him. It's not a big deal at all. It's it's fine. And team play in the alpha at the very least is looking pretty good. Battlefield has had some ups and downs with the types of people that play specific stuff, but so far I've seen medics playing as medics, and we're only on day 2. I'm hoping and pretty sure they're going to do an additional beta and or alpha that's going to come out at a later date. But we're not too far away from the launch of the game. So if this was all we got, a little taste, fuck it, I'm happy with it. I am. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I answered enough questions that you guys may have had. Again, I didn't play enough that I'm never going to give a definitive rating or anything like that for an alpha or a beta test. I'm just going to say, yes, I'm probably going to play this on release. I think it could be fun. So if you guys are interested in seeing more Battlefield, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Kisses, XOXO Gossip Girl.